It's Thanksgiving! Which means Vlogmas is right around the corner. Hi, and welcome to Quilt Meets World, where we have adventures in piecing and joy. I'm Russ. Come on into my sewing room. So, an update on the ick. The coughing only happens when I get past the 4 hour window of Dayquil. Dayquil only lasts 4 hours, and at 3 hours and 55 minutes, I'll start a little bit of coughing. I did get to see the school nurse today, and I will tell you about that in a minute. But, things are getting better. Wednesday and Thursday of this past week were a little depressing. I had packages delivered on both days from FedEx, and neither was the hot FedEx guy. I did see the hot FedEx guy on Friday afternoon as I was leaving to go to the chiropractor and pick up Riley. So I know he's still delivering. I initially had thought that it was because those two packages were either large and or heavy. But this morning I got a package delivered from FedEx as well, and it was a small one, and it wasn't him. So maybe he just doesn't like me anymore, as if I had a chance to see him in person. But the batting delivery guy was kind of hot. But I've only seen him that, and it may have just been the uniform. On Friday, Riley went to daycare, and she was thrilled to spend time with her friends. And Percy took that whole day to, get some extra attention from me because, he always needs an excuse to get attention. Yeah, that's it. Saturday morning was pretty cool because my bladder is what gets me out of bed in the morning. I crawled out of bed about 7:50. I went into the bathroom and cleared out what I could. For some reason, I started looking in the mirror, and I have no idea why because I wasn't awake. As I was looking in the mirror, the blinds are immediately behind me, and I saw something moving in the blinds. It's been windy and the leaves have been falling, so I thought it was the leaves. But for some reason, I decided to take a peek out my window. And I saw a deer. And then I saw another deer. And then I saw a third deer. And then I saw a fourth. Three of them were does. One of them was a little buck. It was so much fun that they were playing in the front yard. The best I can tell, based on the video, was people were walking with their puppy, and I guess the puppy saw a deer. They were in the next door neighbor's yard, and puppy did a little bit of bark, so the deer came into my yard, did a little play, and then they went across the street and down into the wooded area. But yeah, it was really cool. I will have a couple seconds of footage in my scenes from the week if you just want to see them because it was just so cute. Later on Saturday, I had my 11sies live. I worked on my Saturday sampler block, which was block 9 of that program from my local quilt shop, and this is what I did. It came out really nice. I made a couple little adjustments to the pattern because uh, I do not like doing the square and square the method that they did, but whoever wrote it, it was all good. During my live, I did make an announcement about next year, where our Saturday sampler is actually going to be a really cool block of the month. And you guys can actually join in if you want. If you missed all of those details and everything, you can go view Saturday's live, or I can save you a little bit of effort and I will tell you all about it later in this video. Sunday was a little bit of a weird off day for me. David started his trek to come here for the week, which meant, I had to wash his sheets because, they've been sitting on the bed for 6 weeks. Has that been how long it's been since he's been here? Percy didn't want that to happen because he was just comfortable snoozing on the bed. I managed to convince him on there, got the sheets done. When David did arrive for the dinner or for the evening, we went out to dinner and he got to veg on the new couch. He's kind of in love with the couch, I think. I mean, all he really did was help pick out the look and the color. I don't think he really tried sitting in any of the couch options and everything while we were shopping, but he loves the couch, so I'm really excited about that. Monday was kind of quiet. It was a little off because it's a short week this week at work. So I worked from home on Monday because Thursday and Friday technically count as in office days because they're holidays. Our boss said that she wanted us in the office on Tuesday because that was going to be a better day for everybody. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I don't care. So I managed to start working. Yeah, I think David was up when I decided to go in there and start working. I can't remember if I barged in on him or not. But I was getting some stuff done, and he made a comment that he left some of his thread behind that he wanted to do for the quilting. And I was like, the shop up in Kennesaw has glide thread, which is what we use. We can run up there because there was some kits that he was interested in that I had shared with him. So lunchtime we went, and it was kind of funny. We were looking for the kits and stuff, but ended up finding well, we found one of the kits, and we're like, this is what we're looking for. He was all thrilled. He loves the look of it. It's his colors. And then we started looking for the other kit and looking around for it, and then I eventually found like, here it is. And I'm like, wait, this is the same kit as this one. On two different dates, I sent him the same kit. It's just when I sent him the first time, I sent it to him, the picture of it. And I think the website only had the picture of the kit at the time. Later, when the shop sample got made, I sent him that Facebook post, and he said he wanted that as well. So we thought he had two kits that he was looking for. It was just one. So he kind of saved some money on that, but I only have to buy one kit. Tuesday was back in the office for the day, and it almost felt kind of pointless because my boss wasn't feeling well in the morning. And yeah, she worked from home. So I was the only one in the office because one of my other coworkers, he had to do Monday because his kids had appointments this morning, um, Tuesday morning for that. So I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. I needed to go to the school nurse anyway, so I had an appointment scheduled at 9 a.m. I went there, and it was substitute school nurse. We have a normal LPN that comes in that is the nurse on campus. And I guess she took the week off, and we had somebody substitute. I did not like this gentleman, and I'm not going to, make any bones about it. He seemed more interested in talking about things than listening to me. I tried a couple times to say, all I probably need is what I got last time to alleviate the cough and stuff, so I don't need to be taking all this acetaminophen that's in Dayquil. I just need these couple of things that will help with the cough and with a little bit of breathing. Finally, I got him to listen, and he got the prescription called in and everything, and I picked them up on my way home, which that was a nightmare too because for some reason the pharmacy uh, spent like 15 minutes before the line started moving again. I have no idea. Somebody came in and was like, oh, look, everybody's trying to come at the exact same time. And I was like, no, we've been waiting here for about 15, 20 minutes. And the line hasn't moved. But, I try to make sure the line moves as quickly as I can. But yeah, here I am doing my best to just discontinue the cough and get rid of the ick. My local quilt shop has an awesome Saturday sampler program. I've been doing it ever since I started quilting. Most of the time, it just gives me the opportunity to practice blocks at a pretty discounted rate. And then, if I can get a full quilt out of it, that's just that much better. Usually, it's just basically random blocks they put together with whichever fabrics they decide. They usually pick a fabric line, they set it aside, and there's like usually about 200 people who sign up for Saturday sampler programs. So they make sure they have enough fabric for everybody. And most of the time, it's just random blocks that they decide. Sometimes they will actually do a true block of the month program. They, I'm assuming, get a little bit of a deal on some older block of the months. And they've actually done newer block of the months too. But based on the price that they sell the Saturday sampler program for, they lose a little bit of dollars in the program, but they usually make up for some of that loss in all the classes that they sell, all the new products they sell. I can't tell you how many times I've gone there with the intent of not purchasing anything and spending like $100. So, it's always a fun program. And the big caveat with their Saturday Sampler is you have to be local in order to participate. The key is you need to go and sit in their infomercial. As I said, they have to make up some of their money from Saturday Sampler. So they will do the infomercials and sell you on their stuff. It's almost like a timeshare sitting, but this is something that you actually want to buy stuff. And it's also, if you complete the block, you get your next block for nothing. And this year, they're doing it a little bit different because they are doing an actual block of the month. And they're changed the rules a little bit because this is kind of an expensive block of the month. So they're telling us we need to buy our own background, but they will give us the foreground fabrics. And I'm very excited about this. Anyway, they revealed that the Saturday Sampler program that is starting in January 2025 is going to be the Kona 2025 block of the month. Usually they just give us, one block to say, this is a couple of colors that are going to be in it. This is actually your first block that you're going to do. And you have to decide based on that if you want what colorway you want to do. They'll offer you usually a couple colorways. This time they had the entire quilt available to show. And I was very, very excited to see the quilt because it's a gorgeous quilt. It's the Kona block of the month. I have seen places out there to purchase it, and you can join in with me. So I'm going to be continuing to call this the 2025 Kona block of the month instead of Saturday Sampler, just to make it less confusing. But I will have some links down below in the description to help you decide, what you want to purchase if you want to join along. You could purchase just the pattern and do the blocks from your stash. You can purchase the pattern and the charm packs and choose your own background, which is similar to what we are doing in our Saturday Sampler program. You could even, if you have charm packs of your own that will go together, purchase just the pattern and use these charm packs in a quilt, because a lot of times people buy a charm pack and not know what to do. I can really see this in a Tula Pink set of charm packs, and I'm like, I really wish I started collecting Tula Pink charms. I just never buy charm packs because I never know what to do with it. The kits that I have found, they are just the pure Kona solids, and they are kitted with your either a white background or a black background. Like I said, you could do whatever you want. You just have to pick what you want and go with it that way. I've been going back and forth with what I want to do with my background color, and we will see what I do. But it's going to be exciting. I will be dedicating a live every month, at the same time every month, where we can sew along. So if you are joining along in the program, I would love for you to join with us. If you know somebody who's doing it, that would be awesome too. Hopefully, that might get a little bit of viewership out there of people who are doing the Kona block of the month and don't know where to get like sewing along and stuff, or maybe even see how some of these blocks are done. I do have a couple of friends who are going to be doing the block of the month who have said they would like to join. So that is going to be a lot of fun. If you want to join too, send me an email. We can see what's going to happen. I will not be posting when my lives are going to happen until sometime in early January. That's when I will be announcing when they'll be done. I just want to make sure everybody has enough time to purchase the patterns and or kits and or sign up to block of the month, to make sure that we have enough time to get it. It will probably be the latter half of the month that the sew alongs will happen. And yeah, if you're looking for something for Christmas, to tell somebody to say, hey, I want this for Christmas, this is a great project for them to get you. So I hope you join me, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's that time of year again. Vlogmas starts this Sunday. Holy Stripes this Sunday. It's a few days away. I will be participating again this year, but the videos will probably be fairly short. The whole point of Vlogmas is to do shorter videos, just to help your camera time and maybe sometimes help some of your viewership. If you're publishing more regularly, YouTube will push you out just a little bit more. So it's just something exciting to be able to say, I'm doing this. I will not be doing the bad jokes. I mean, dad jokes this year. It was hard enough finding 24 fun jokes for last year. Things would probably be repeating a lot this year, and there's nothing worse than, coming up with a dad joke and you're like, oh, I've already heard this one. So I'll give you a little bit of time to kind of forget about some of those. I do, however, have something fun planned that will, get your minds a thinking. I will be opening the Missouri Star Jenny's Countdown to Christmas box as well every day. So I've got some fun stuff planned, but I really don't have a lot of content. I've just got, my little fun teaser to open it up with and the opening. So if you have any ideas of what else you would like to see in the Vlogmas, let me know, because that helps make things more fun. Otherwise, you're going to get like a 3-minute video every day for 24 days. I have managed to keep my eyes away from all of the already spoiled unboxings of Jenny's Countdown to Christmas. So I am going to be completely surprised every day as I open these up. It's Thanksgiving weekend, and do I have any goals? Absolutely not. uh, David is in town, so I am planning on spending the time with him. It's just going to be an exciting weekend. We have some shopping stuff planned. There may be another trip to Bucky's, possibly, or that. And we are going to go try to see Wicked, because I really want to see that. Uh, but what I know I will be doing is this Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, my friend John of Guys Craft 2 will be hosting a Thanksgiving quilting bee on his channel. And I will be joining it for a little bit. I do recommend going to his channel, Guys Craft 2, for all the details on the quilting bee. He's hosted a couple of these holiday events in the past, and people love to sew with him. So it is very exciting. And he's got a really cool pattern that has been donated by our friend Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches to work along with him. So go get all the details from his channel. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to work on for 11sies yet this Saturday. I've got a couple things that I need to do. We'll see what I end up doing. I will probably be in a food coma by the time that I decide, but I will put up a card sometime Friday, so you will have the anticipatory details of what I will be working on. And it'll be exciting for you to join me. Anywho, I think that is going to be about it for today. I hope you were entertained a little bit with my weekly shenanigans. It was a rough video to put together because I'm still trying not to cough. I'm better on most days, like I said, and I took a Dayquil just before the recording of this, so I mostly fine through the video. If you wouldn't mind doing the things that make the YouTube algorithm happy, I would greatly appreciate it, and that would be awesome. They are things such as liking the video, commenting below if you have something awesome to say, or even eating some green bean casserole, because that is the best part of Thanksgiving. I don't care what anybody else says, that's my favorite. Subscribing to my channel is free and a wonderful way of letting the YouTubes know that you like my shenanigans. Ringing the bell icon next to the subscribe button will get you notified when I go live on Saturday mornings or when I publish any other videos throughout the week like this vlog. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, an awesome week, and a very Merry Thanksgiving. Until next time, stay happy and remember, always measure your life in love.